Here we are on YouTube Live once again. Uh, Today, we again have a very interesting topic. A topic that is not, that sounds very negative, but a topic which you harbor, something that you are probably carrying all along, all your life. It's like a black cat that you're carrying with you all the time, right? So, and I'll be discussing this with the victory mindset coach Arif. Arif has been in the coaching industry for the last 5 years and has impacted over 5,000 lives through his coaching. And today I'll be asking him to open up for us what is procrastination and the consequences of that and how we can deal with it. So, Arif, first of all, welcome to this YouTube Live today. Thank you for joining, and thanks for all the whoever have joined and who will be joining in future. And Arif, today we are going to talk about this thing called procrastination, right? Um, this whenever we talk about this, I feel that isn't something that we do all the time. Is it something that everybody does? And especially so if you're type 1, all right, and you're always waiting for that perfect moment, you're waiting for that perfect thing, you're waiting for the whole world to be right to start doing something. So first of all, let us understand what is procrastination, right?
Yeah, thank you, Saeed. And you are absolutely right when you talk about type ones, reformers, the perfectionists. The problem with perfection is that you procrastinate, that when things will be perfect, then only I will initiate something, I will start doing something. So that's one of the biggest hurdles on the in the way of perfectionists, reformers, as we call it, type ones. So let me just to give a clarity to the audience. Imagine your mind is a mansion. So there are different people living inside that mind. Okay. So imagine that you want to start your own business. Okay. And so your mind, one person in your mind is telling, okay, how good you are, how you can build your business. The other person is saying, okay, what are the challenges that may come in the future? And third person is providing solutions. Okay. But in that group, there is, in that mention, there is a butler. And now this butler is, you know, uh, is full of promises, full of charm, full of energy, but energy which gives excuses. Okay. And he will say, okay, what dish you want? I will give right away. And then he will vanish. He won't come back. Okay. Unless you ask again and again and again. So this procrastination is like that butler, okay, which stays in your mind and it will keep on delaying things, making you not start things, not achieve things, and you like it because you are comfortable with this person, with this butler. You cannot change it, right? So what procrastination is? Delaying your actions that you have already decided. You have understood, you have realized something, and still you are not acting upon that decision. So that is procrastination.
So basically, you have a guy with you who's always saying, who's not saying no. Rather, in fact, he's saying yes. But at the same time,
Yes.
he's not doing nothing. Okay. So consequently, you don't have a result. Okay. So the longer you keep, the more you starve because he's not feeding you nothing. You're not growing. So I think you need to fire this guy first. But the problem is we live with it. So
Yeah,
let us.
we cannot fire it. We should fire, but we cannot fire because we like the person. It is comfortable. It is easy. and you love the time. You enjoy
Yeah,
that time
yeah.
being with him.
See, basically, for anything to
He,
happen,
he gives you all the best jokes, best excuses available. It will justify every action that you take and every action that you don't take. Right? So you basically love him.
so that's what I'm saying. I mean, basically, for anything to happen, especially anything good to happen, you need to take some action. You need to do some hard work. You need to put up your efforts. And this guy is helping you not to do that effort, not to put in that effort, not to do that hard work, right? So even though you're not having results, that is giving you some comfort. Right?
So
Now,
let me give you another example. So uh, you are in a relationship. Now you know that okay, if I communicate this thing to my partner, it will solve the matter. The things will get resolved. But this person, this butler, will keep on telling you, okay, don't go. It will happen. You know, it will correct on its own. Right time will come later,
time will
and you speak, you communicate at the right time.
time will heal.
And what is the right time now? For example, you are in office. You have to communicate something to your boss. You are not communicating. Why? Because it is telling you, okay, time is not right. Boss is furious. If you give this, if you communicate this, it will backfire. So don't communicate. Okay. And by the time somebody else has already communicated, and that has backfired.
So let us now try to explore. I mean, this is not doing any good to anybody, especially in the professional world. It is hurting your career. It is hurting your progress. So, and yet people are there. So why do people actually procrastinate? What is the truth behind this?
So there is a backstory which is going on. One thing is that people become habitual of procrastinating. So they must have delayed things, or when they acted upon things, they were made guilty, or they had mistaken and they were reprimanded. Okay, they had failed and somebody punished them, maybe in childhood. Okay, so there is a habit which is formed that okay, you cannot mistake, you cannot talk about the challenges, you can only give solutions. You cannot talk about the challenges. You cannot talk about what is happening wrong. Okay, you have to always speak on the right things. Okay, so the backstory is that there is a fear of failure. Uh, that what if I try and it flops? I fail. I may not achieve what I want to achieve. Uh, and there is a fear of judgment attached to that fear of failure. Okay, what will people say then? If I fail, what will people say? Um and this, creates a perfectionism in our mind. Okay, then when everything is right, there is the right time, right people around me, then only I will take the right step. So I need to figure out what is the right step. I need to figure out the right people. I need to figure out the right time, right place. Everything has to be right. Then only I will take action. So that is perfectionism. Uh, and all in all, you get overwhelmed because you have to find everything right. And when you don't know, there are things we don't know, right? The path appears when we move ahead. Okay, so you don't know the starting point. You have analyzed everything. You are thinking about starting a business, or maybe finding a new job, or maybe a new domain, and you don't even know the starting point. You are circling around that thought, that idea, and that's it. So people keep procrastinating because of these reasons, and it becomes habit over a period of time.
No, I think there is one small edge here. That is okay. These are all things that you want to do because you want to do it right. Maybe right. There is at least some justification, but often it could also be because of an individual laziness, kind of sleeping on things, a habit of sleeping over things. And because most of the people, I mean, there are a lot of times you have specific challenges, but you get into the habit of, okay, let me sleep over it, it will solve by itself.
Yeah, but does that get solved? I
No,
think
yeah.
I've not seen anything getting solved on its own. Somebody has to take action. Maybe not you, maybe not me, but somebody will come and take action. Then it happens. Okay,
So
the
that
results will come when somebody put an effort.
so that could also be one of the reasons why people procrastinate.
Yes,
Okay.
they
So
do.
now,
And laziness is the result of procrastination. It's not the other way around. So procrastination can bring laziness, but laziness is not the result of procrastination. Okay. So for example, somebody uh, who is known as a lazy, like people think, I have heard this so many times from my parents that I am lazy, right? And at times I have felt that I am lazy, but then there were times when I could work for days. I would wake up like 4 a.m. in the morning because those things excite me. For example, right now, yesterday only I had a discovery call with a person from Costa Rica, and the call started at 12:30 p.m. 12:30
in the
a.m.
night, in the night, yeah.
in the night. Yeah. So, can a lazy person do that? Yes. If he does not procrastinate, he can do that, and I'm okay with laziness, but I'm not okay with procrastination.
So obviously, if a person continues to live in the same bracket, always looking for perfect time or postponing things, sleeping over things, delaying. So if a person is deliberately entertaining this procrastination or him of being a procrastinator, there is obviously consequence, right? So let us try to highlight the consequence because we need to see the pain to get out of it first. So what is the pain here? What are the consequence of uh, being in that bracket of procrastinator, being always procrastinating?
So that's a very good question, Saeed. Everything matters in life, and everything has consequences. Things that you do has consequences. Things that you don't do have consequences. Okay. So you have to figure out what consequences you actually want for yourself. Procrastination definitely has its consequences. One, that in professional life, you will miss deadlines. Okay. Even in personal life, you will miss deadlines. Okay, you have promised somebody to deliver something to deliver, and you will not be able to deliver on time, and so you will lose trust. People will not rely on you, on your word, what you say. Okay, and this will have impact over a period of time. It will stall your career growth. Procrastination will stall your career growth. No, others will move ahead, and you are staying stuck because you are not acting. You are not taking action. You are not taking initiatives. When it happens regularly, you will start feeling that okay, you don't have capabilities. So your morale, your confidence will go down. And since you are every time you are rushing to complete the task towards the end, when not much of time is left, you are rushing, you are making mistakes, and you will get stressed, you will feel burnout, and that's what is happening. Like most of the time uh, is lost in thinking that okay, I will start. For example, you have 10 days to complete a task, so people generally wait. Okay, this task will take about, let's say, 6 hours. So I will do on the last day. I have sufficient time. But suddenly you realize time has
Yes,
already gone. There is only 3, 4, or 5, 6 hours left. Now you have to, uh, it is going to be difficult. You will be stressed. You will feel anxiety. Um, you will ask more time, and then you will be, there will be some reactions to that. So all in all, the consequences are bad. Uh, we don't even have to imagine. You people already know when you delay things,
yeah,
when
I
you
think
procrastinate things.
especially in a professional life. If you keep procrastinating things, you will be noticed somebody or other. I mean, uh, even though things look normal, uh, the people up there are observing these things and they knew what's happening, and it could have impact on your career growth. Even it could have an impact of career ending a career at an abrupt end to the career. So that's not good. So now now that we know, okay, what it is and what is the dangers of it and what is the wrong side of it, I think let us also try to understand how to recognize it, because you see, uh, unless we realize, I mean, one has to get realization. So for that you need to recognize that yes, I am doing this, I have been a procrastinator, or so and so thing is causing. So there has to be some kind of recognition itself. Okay, so how can one do that? Because one, when he is able to do that, then it will open up his mind, then it will make him act, right? So let us try to understand how to recognize.
Yeah, recognizing is the first step actually to solve any mindset issue, right? Not just mindset issues, even your health scares, maybe some, okay, some challenge, health challenge that you are going through. Diagnosing is very, very important. So with mindset issues, also recognition is the first step. And when you have recognized and you realize that okay, this is the problem, your mind can actually guide you on its own for a good extent, right? It is so powerful that it will guide you if you have already realized it. So uh, you have to you have to find out the patterns in your life, in your daily routine. So, for example, there is a mail which has come to you. Do you respond to that mail immediately, or do you think, okay, this mail has just come, I have another, 24 hours or maybe a week to respond to? So, what I'm doing is I'm I'm creating this habit of procrastinating. I have already read the mail. I have my mind has already found the answer, what to write, what how to respond. Okay, so if you don't have the answer that at that point of time, it's okay. But if you have the answer and you are still postponing it to another day because there is enough time left, then probably you are getting into the habit of procrastinating. So you have to analyze your patterns. And here I tell you, there will be some blind spots also. So you need to uh, talk to your colleagues or maybe friends or maybe your coach or mentor who can figure out what are your blind spots, which the patterns which you cannot see yourself. So if you are delaying your tasks, important things, and just because you are uncomfortable or you are having some kind of fear, then probably you are procrastinating. Uh, do you often start with distractions? For example, you are typing a report and you are checking your mail again and again, again and again. Okay, even if you have not heard a sound from the phone, but still you are checking every 5 minutes, right? People have that those kind of habits nowadays. Okay, uh, so if you are distracted, then probably you are procrastinating. Your mind is taking you towards the escapism. Okay, and uh, when you see something, some task in front of you, what does your mind suggest to you? What is the first thing? Are there excuses or are there solutions? Or you find the starting point immediately? Okay, if you are finding a starting point immediately, that's okay. It's good. But if your mind is giving excuses, why not to start now immediately? That means you are procrastinating. So the simple formula is to if you have work related things, if you have some task at home or something that you want to do in life, maybe going to gym, maybe to start running, maybe to cycling, whatever. And if you are delaying, okay, I will do at later time, I will do it tomorrow. that means you are a habitual procrastinator.
So something that you can do now, something that you already have a solution for, some you understand it. I mean, you have everything that you can do, whatever it is required for you to do, and yet you're telling yourself, um, "Let me do it later," or let me think about further, or let me wait for somebody else to act on that. So these are all indications that, I mean, you are getting into procrastination. So
Yes.
now,
Yeah.
so obviously,
So somebody, let's say somebody has not realized yet, okay, and he's not taking action, then it is fine still. But somebody has recognized, okay, this task has to be done, and if he is delaying even after realizing and understanding it, then it is definitely procrastination.
yeah, and I mean, you are delaying something without a reason, and you don't have
Without
any
reason.
reason. Yeah, you don't have any reason to, because you saw it, you understood it, you know the answer, you have
No,
everything that you
that
need to.
that butler will give wonderful reasons, okay, for not doing it. So reasons are always there, but are those reasons valid? So you have to find the evidence. Are those
They're not
reasons
reasons,
valid?
basically. They're excuses, if I'm not wrong.
They are excuses. Yes.
Yes. So now let us explore how we can fight this guy, how we can fight this butler, how to get out of this.
Okay, so the simple
Because
thing is,
unless
uh,
that happens, you're not going to grow.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So so uh, so the simple thing is, find somebody who can actually help you identify your blind spots, your patterns, um, you know, and when you have recognized those patterns, your mind will definitely find a way to overcome those things. Okay, but yes, there are simple steps which you can do on its own if you have recognized that you have a habit of procrastinating. So first thing is, let's say you have a task, you have received a mail that by tomorrow you have to submit a report. So what you can do is immediately open your Word document and write the title. Okay, that way you have taken an action. It's not that you have delayed everything or postponed everything. You have taken an immediate action. So your mind is telling you, okay, you are an action taker. You take action immediately, right? Break down the task into small chunks, small bits, so that it becomes simple to complete that task. For example, you are writing a book. Okay, instead of sitting and writing the whole book, you can break it into maybe chapters first. Okay, and then start one chapter. So I'm just giving an example what we followed while writing a book, right? Similarly, you can break down your daily task, uh, and then complete one thing at a time, one part at a time.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
At times when you are dealing with a client and where you have to convert that client, what you can do is it's not necessary that you have to convert the client in the first call itself. Maybe you discuss and you have just built a rapport in the first call. That's it. So you have broken the conversion into bits, into chunks, and over a period of time you can convert that client,
Yeah.
right? So you have to understand the process of your job and break down into simple steps so it doesn't look burdensome. Next thing is, make a disciplined ritual. Okay, I'm talking about, I'm using the word ritual because your mind will tell you, okay, this is something which you have to do it every day. So make a ritual for yourself, okay, that at early morning, maybe 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., I am going to write everything what task I have to complete during the day. The important ones, maybe two or three or four, and everything will revolve around those tasks. You may do. You may end up doing 10 tasks in the day, but those priority tasks will get completed. You have achieved something. You have, at the end of the day, you have something completed, right? And when you have completed those things, reward yourself.
Mm.
Okay, don't wait for your boss to reward you. Don't wait for your spouse to reward you. Reward yourself. If they and share, you can share with others, but reward yourself. Don't wait for the others to appreciate you. People may not have that much of time to appreciate you, right? They have their own challenges, their own problems. Uh, so at times we feel that we have done so much, and then we should get acknowledged and we should get appreciated for what we have done. But that doesn't happen. People move on from one task to another, to another, to another. It's life, right? But you need that appreciation. You need that reward. Your mind loves reward. Okay, so reward yourself. And when you are making that ritual, visualize the day that you are completing the tasks that you have decided for yourself. And when you start your day with that visualization, you have a different kind of energy. You are not starting with anxiety. You are starting with a sense of achievement. Okay, so if you complete these, if you take these steps uh, over a period of time, I'm not saying it will happen in one day. Over a period of time, you will reverse your habit of procrastination and you will come out of it.
Get into action. Yeah, I think that is simple step, but yes, you need discipline to do that. So I mean, thank you so much, Arif. It has been a wonderful discussion so far. So basically, see, this is something that we all can fall into, this habit of procrastination. It is not something foreign. And in the beginning of the discussion, we were saying something like type 1 reformer. So basically, what I want to tell the audience is that we all are different personalities. We have different personality types. So if you would like to know what personality type you are, please get in touch with us so we can share you a link where you can get to know what personality type you are. Because if you are a reformer, as you said, then definitely there is a danger that you may fall into being a procrastinator because you are always looking for that perfect moment. So okay, so yeah, if I mean, once be conscious about it. Once you recognize it, once you realize it, then only you can take some steps. So be conscious about it. Be look for the indications that whether you are procrastinating, whether it is having it is becoming your habit. And if you happen to realize that yes, I am procrastinating, I think the first place to start is put the ball into motion. Because as long as ball is in the same place, it will be in the same place. But once you put it in the motion, now it starts to roll. And when it starts rolling, that means doing something. And that will motivate you to do something more. It will motivate you to push you further down. So ultimately it reaches its goal. So put it into motion. Let it start rolling. And yeah, at times maybe you find it hard to do it on your own. If you have been a habitual procrastinator, and if you find it hard, reach out to somebody, talk to someone, maybe your friend, your mentor, your coach, somebody. Talk to them. Don't waste any further time trying to do it on your own if it is not happening. Reach out to somebody and take the help. No shame, no wrong, nothing wrong, because even the best of the best professional get trying to do it better, right? So there's nothing wrong if you get trying to get better, if you get coached to do better in life. With that said, I think we have had a wonderful discussion. Arif, before we go, any last final thought you want to share?
Yeah, so this thought was coming to my mind. I have heard this, from so many people, people who are wise. At times people just to want to save a penny, they end up spending a rupee or even more, right? So, uh, at times just to figure out, okay, when the right time will come and it will get economical, it will get better, it will get easy, then I will take an action. That's a bad idea. And the result, the consequence is that you may end up spending more money, putting in more efforts, and still you will not, because the time is gone. You cannot go back even 2 minutes, right? Or even 2 seconds. So time is gone, which is the most valuable asset everybody has, and it is same for everyone. We all have 24 hours. May not be, we don't know how much life is left later. Like, okay, but that is a different topic, different day, right? But take action immediately, whatever you have realized, decided, even a
Yes.
small, because now you have, as you said, you have started the ball in motion. Okay,
Well, thank you so
so
much. Thanks for whoever joined and whoever is going to listen to this. And if you have any challenges in this area, please get in touch. Feel free to talk to us so we can help you get out of it. The sooner you get out of it, the better you will do in your life, personal or professional. Thank you, Arif. Thank you for everybody, and see you next week, same place, same time, at another topic.
thank you and have fun. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.
Bye.